welcome to the next iteration of the Horrors of the Apocalypse. I'm your host, the Tedster, and we are having a great time here. I was just chatting with the people, and we're in. We're set. So, as you left off, you were at the bandit camp, and you found one of the crafty portals that scare the heck out of you guys whenever you go inside. You went inside and you fought some really scary stuff. Got through it in one piece. Went to the next portal. Found some more chests. Opened them up. Found some items, and then you popped back out where the camp is. The camp was in the middle of where you are currently going to get to the kind of weird spot on the map that you're not really sure what it is. I can show you the map again if you'd like to see it. Otherwise, that's pretty much a brief synopsis as to what you guys have done last session. You didn't get too far because you kind of went through those portals, and you're not even sure what the portals do yet, which is pretty neat. And I just shifted you over to the world map just so you could see where you came from. The red blotches are where you have walked. So you walked from the woods through Delkstale to the Blue Crystal. You went from the Blue Crystal to the ruins, and you went from the ruins and you're going to this small little area that's right here.
Alright, let's
If there is anything else that you would like to do at this point, if there's any long rests, short rests, or anything like that, you can do them at the bandit camp if you prefer to. And I'll shift you back over to the camp.
Yes, so in the box, one of the boxes, there was a really nice ring that might be suitable for one of the tanks, maybe Roctathon. A ring of protection, and also a scythe. I have no clue what the scythe does, but it looks nice. If anyone would like either.
Hey, Jesse, what's going on, bud?
I can contract the scythe for you there.
Thank you.
$23.
Woo! The scythe, as you've seen it, is the best looking scythe that you've ever seen. The scythe itself seems to just be magical. Actually, probably the tamest magical scythe that you've ever seen, but a scythe nonetheless. It is a +2 scythe.
Yeah, here you go. Whoever wants that, good. Enjoy.
We have also found this armor. Could you take a closer look and see if you can find out what it does? Also, I'd like to help him if he does an arcana check on that.
13 is the best I can do.
As you're looking at the armor itself, it seems to just be very, very fine looking armor. It looks to be a +2 scale mail.
Oof. That's pretty amazing scale mail. I wish I could wear that. And we take a long rest, you said?
If you guys prefer to take a long rest, you absolutely can. You have all the items necessary for you to go ahead and take a rest here. With the bodies killed and having somebody on lookout every 2 hours or so, you shouldn't have any issues taking a long rest here.
Yeah, I can't remember what our hit points were like, but we might need a rest. would be good.
Alright, so last time I was under the impression that it was heavy armor, but it's medium armor in fact, and it doesn't actually provide more protection than the chainmail that I usually use. So do any of you use medium armor?
I don't have proficiency.
I don't know. You just probably sell it if you like.
Now, like I said, just keep in mind too that the scale mail is +2.
Yes, the +2 scale mail is 14 AC with AC +2, and chainmail is 16 AC, so it's the same.
And I'll be right back. Hello?
Brian, give Roctathon the ring and the scythe. I assume the scythe is two-handed, so
I was
it.
gonna ask about that. Was I coming through before? I wasn't sure if my internet.
I think you did say something. I forget what. Sorry.
Okay, you guys did. I was actually going to ask if the like how big the scythe was. It's like a versatile or like two-handed.
671. Yep. George Street. Yes. And that's in Norristown.
Oh, I see, I get the dexterity modifier up to +2 from scale mail. Then it's actually better than the chainmail after all.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, if someone
Yeah, it's
right.
that's how medium armor works. You add your dex, but you can only add up to 2 of your dex. So if you have like a high dexterity, it's not as worth it.
It's probably only about 7 or 8 minutes from courthouse.
My current modifier is +2, so it's basically
Perfect.
Yeah, because I gave him the order back too. I was like, yeah. He has the order. Like he has the order. He never handed it to me. He never even gave me an order. So I literally he pulled out the bag and I told him like that bag's not mine. So you got to go back and I'm sorry. I don't know who. I told him I said I don't know whose fault it is, but I apologize. That's not my order. So I mean, go back. Let me know when you're here. Just give me a call and whatever. Yeah. I'm sorry to let you go. I'm actually streaming right now for 6 other people, so yeah, I gotta run. But all right, cool. I appreciate it, definitely. Awesome. Thank you. Bye. Oh, I am so sorry. So the Grubhub mishap part 2 is what I'm dealing with right now. So that was ridiculous. Long story short, the guy who works at Grubhub never went back to that restaurant with the order that was the improper order. So yeah.
So you still don't have food?
Still no food for Tedster. So
Good.
it is what it is.
Ooh.
Where did Core go?
I don't know, people are dropping out the chat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, while I got you here, I had a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
The scythe, is it like a versatile weapon, like a two-handed weapon? Like, how big is this scythe?
Let me go to the I made a mistake myself. I thought that scythes were items that were available as far as a weapon. The answer is it is not. So that scythe is actually a sickle. Now I'll answer all of your questions that you have.
Gotcha. I have also made that
right,
mistake
okay.
in the past.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I looked and I was like, scythe. Okay, there is no scythe. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit.
They might have had one in 4E. I think that's why I thought that they had one.
Yeah, it definitely was in 4th edition. Definitely in 3.5. So I'm super confused as to where it may have went or disappeared
They
to.
ought to have them. They're fucking cool. Sorry, no, it's they are really cool. You could invent one for like next week.
Yeah, if I have to, that's probably what I'll do. But yeah.
You can make custom items on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I have a few custom magic items that I haven't included yet, but I'm working on. So that way I can kind of like shift everything over and do what I need to do that way. Looks like Zeram's back. It looks like maybe Discord's having issues too tonight, which is wonderful, you know? It's just how it goes. It's life, you know? Discord having issues.
Oh, Core's back.
It's actually that the internet connection for the entire house went down for a few minutes. I have no idea why.
Nice.
Yikes.
Well, my absence, I'm sorry, I didn't get to tell you guys. My absence was because Grubhub is being douche hub right now, so I'm just waiting for my food still. Somebody from the actual restaurant is going ahead and dropping it off, and they included cookies, so yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe I'll pull some rolls in your favor because of the cookies. We'll see. All right, so we know you guys took a long rest. We know that you're all set in that regard. Where would you like to go from here? Or what would you like to do from here? You can go... There's a couple things you can do. You can go back to Delkstale if you feel like you have enough money. Also, whatever money that that anybody had left you guys should have now. I don't know how much money that person had, but you should have it now. You're not going to get punished in that regard for that stuff. So you could go back to Dokesdale. You could keep proceeding to the spot in the map. I have everything set for you. So just let me know what you'd like to do as a group, and we will go from there.
I don't mind, but like maybe take the chest back. I don't know. We're halfway to this other place. It's just me slightly annoying lugging the chest around, but yeah.
So, just as an out-of-game note, those chests are fairly light. They're maybe 20,
okay.
yeah, they're maybe 20, 25 pounds at most. so you can kind of like, you know, kind of drag them along without any major difficulty or major issues. They're not going to cause you any stress, even with especially with two people. They have handles on the sides, so if you do want to just bring them with you, you can. It won't be an issue.
Okay.
I say we go to the other place, and I'll drag the chest.
Okay. Cool.
All right, sounds good. There's going to be no dice roll for the movement because you had already failed the dice roll to the movement. And that's why you were in the bandit camp. So I'm going to shift you over to where you'll be now. I would like you to choose a position on where to start. You should only see certain lit up things towards the bottom left and bottom right. You can start anywhere towards the bottom left or bottom right. We'll plop the chest there just so you have it somewhere. And you see a multitude of different things. The cliff face that is to your north looks fairly high. Probably about 55 feet up. You don't know what's up there. You see a bunch of...
Are we at the base of a cliff or at the top of a cliff?
You're at the base of a cliff.
Okay.
Yep. Other than that, straight ahead of you, you see a tablet with writing on it. You haven't read it yet. A bunch of stones that seem to be behind the tablet, and you see a bunch of kind of platforms that could be stood upon. You're not sure what any of these do or what entails.
I'll go and read the writing on this tab.
Okay, give me 1 second. Demibird, you should be able to, in your journal, be able to see the writing on the tablet.
Oh, this sounds ominous. So the tablet has a large lion symbol on it, similar to some of the chests that have been harder to open than normal. And it says, as the world falls into terror, rips and cracks in space and time fills our world, and as the timekeepers have foretold, be forewarned that this tomb has been sealed away for the sake of the world until such time as you need the tools inside. When we are ready, step forth onto the pillars and test your mettle. But beware that once the tomb has been opened, you must be prepared to face yourself as well as the truth.
And I just made it available for everybody to see.
Okay.
So, what is our plan?
If I understand it correctly, then we are to face ourselves and the truth if we step on these stones. To be honest, I do not think that it will be as strenuous as the encounter with the Lich.
What if we literally have to face doubles of ourselves? That might be quite strenuous.
Corey, you keep going back and forth. Was there something that you wanted to do?
I can't decide which side I want to start on. No, I'm gonna stay on the left side. I'm sorry. You said pick left or right, right?
Yeah, yeah, and you can go around. Like, even though the stones go to the bottom of the map, technically it would just be you walking around to the other side. It's not that's not an issue. It's just that that's how the map is set up.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I couldn't decide. I apologize.
If there is a double of me, you all are doomed.
If there's a double of me, we'll roll ones and you'll all be fine.
I'm not afraid to test my mettle. Uh, I only think I should conserve my strength if we don't need to do this.
What does the other tablet say?
Great question.
I'm gonna read it on the tablet.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure.
Cora, that is available in your journal.
Am I just reading what's in the quotes?
It everything that's on the tablet is underneath the. It tells you what you see and then what the writing is on the tablet.
Just want to double check. I'm sorry. The tomb of the ancient kings have been here and maintained for some time. As the pillar of fate fall, the Catholic world must be changed. Here you will find lies therein, the gem of your success. Heroes may step on the platforms and be tested and steal. Once the tomb is opened, there will be no control of the lies.
And I just revealed that to all players so you can read it as well.
I'm not seeing either of them.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Do you see it now?
Yep.
Yes, the left one.
I also just have the.
And now you should all have the right one as well. Sorry about that.
There we go.
What would you guys like to do from here?
I'm going to step on the thing here.
As you step down on the platform seems to sink down a little bit, and you see the pattern seems to glow intricately.
Arcana check.
Okay.
$18.
You can tell that these platforms have been made quite some time ago. They seem to be very intricate, and you're not entirely sure what happens when they're all pressed down. But they seem to be part of some sort of magic in some way.
Hmm.
I'll step on a platform.
Same thing happens as you step on the platform. It depresses down, and that's it.
And then I will step on this one.
Same thing, Bran. When you step down on it and you keep your feet there, the plate step pushes down and stays there.
What are we doing with the chest? Are we just
We
leaving it
can
there?
we can walk around this, right? It's we're
Yes.
outside.
Yep. You're just outside. It's a beautiful day.
Where do you want me to? Because I could bury it, but I don't want to leave
Yeah.
you standing on those pedestals.
Well, we could probably get off and help bury it. I tried to bury it with magic last time, that failed. Do you have a shovel?
I have my claws.
Be able to dig a hole with magic that isn't close to the chest and then put
Well, that's true, but then I don't know about filling it back in. You guys might have to help. Yeah, I'll use my cantrip to make a hole in the ground so that we can bury the chest.
I will use my claws to help.
Okay. Yeah. It shouldn't be any issue at all. And the chest itself, if you'd like to bury it, you absolutely can. Just put a spot as to where you'd like it buried, and then I will move the chest there. Or if you want to keep it where it is, I can do that too.
That's on them.
We should probably find like a coloured rock to put on top or something so we know where it is.
So you want it there. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to draw a cross. Oh, there's a line tool.
Oh, that's fine.
No, whatever.
With that done, Rocktoothon will step on the last.
As you step on that last platform and the platform goes down, all the platforms now seem to be at the same flat measurement as the Earth itself, and they're all depressed. From there, all the stones seem to be disappearing.
I guess perception check to see what I see.
You can, yes.
Never mind.
Nothing.
You essentially you just see that everything is. Just the stones are disappearing for some magical means. You're not really sure what it is.
Oh.
You can see from here that there is a door that enters this whatever it is that you have opened up. The braziers that are to the all around it seem to light up.
Rocktoothon's going to ready a javelin one hand and a shield in the.
Okay.
I'm standing behind Brown.
Can we open this door, or what is it?
I'm at your mercy of waiting until you guys decide to do something. You do see the two doors, and you don't know until you try.
Try to open the door.
I was just
Of
about to say
course
I'll
you do.
check for traps, but okay.
I thought we were the ones waiting.
As you approach the door, I need you to make an Arcana check for me.
It looks like the right one opened the door after all.
You can feel that there's almost a magical chill that encompasses you as soon as you step there. It doesn't seem to chill you to the bone, but you can tell that the place that you're about to enter is just unnaturally cold. You're not really entirely sure why.
Not again.
Right.
As you open the door, you hear a creaking noise, almost like this door has not been touched in a number of years. It swings out and open, revealing a room to you. The room inside seems bare, other than two adjoining statues that are on the far right-hand wall.
I'll step up to the statue. Investigation check.
Sure.
Careful, Cora. We've been attacked by inanimate things in the past.
Yeah, they bopped me on the head. That was evil.
As you look at the statue, it just seems lifeless. There doesn't seem to be anything with the statue other than to almost warn people from entering or going any further.
Seems to be possibly a warning. We should be good.
Is there like a Gorgon and these people used to be alive?
I'm unable to tell.
Oh, come and have a look at the statue.
What do they warn us? Maybe there's a clue.
With a 17 perception, you can tell that both statues are pointing at both doors, which is strange to you. It's just something that catches your eye that both of their hands are pointing. One hand is pointing to one door and one hand is pointing to the other.
They're pointing at the doors, guys. It's just weird.
Close the one we came in.
Helm, grant me swiftness so that I may avoid harm, and use resistance. And I will be able to add d4 to any dexterity saving throws for a minute.
Okay, sounds good.
Rocktoothon will close the doors that we came in.
As you close the doors fully, you hear a sound like a almost like a locking mechanism, and the doors are closed.
Oh dear.
I don't think I solved the puzzle. Are those doors locked, Brent?
I'll check for traps.
I'll help check for trap.
Okay.
What should I roll?
Sleight of hand or perception. Tis up to you.
16.
With a 16, you were pleasantly surprised that this door doesn't seem to be locked, but it is a pretty sturdy door, almost like the other one that you had just gone through. It's just encased in stone, and it looks like it's going to take some strength to pull it open. The door seems to swing towards you.
I will try pulling on it then.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to be much help with that.
Just need a strength check for me. You don't have any problem going ahead and putting your strength into this and opening the door. When you open the door, I will show you what you see. A statue that is standing just behind the door. Doesn't seem to be doing anything but there. It looks very menacing, so you've only opened that door.
I will try to open the other door then.
Okay. Same thing, you have no problems going ahead and swinging that door completely wide open. You can see that the statue, in where its head is located, seems to be its eyes are starting to glow red, and it's starting to animate.
Hold it. I will move back.
The statue itself seems to be moving its mouth, and it doesn't seem to be able to voice any words, but it takes a step forward. As it stands up, its head almost hits the roof, and it seems very angry that you have disturbed its slumber. And you hear just a menacing scream. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to move into position where you'd like to before you roll initiative.
I'm moving back.
I'm good,
Basically,
right?
basically it's a 6-second reaction. And then you can roll for initiative for me.
It's an 18.
Okay. Between, it's gonna, yeah, I know who it's gonna be first. Oh, might be a good sign. Core, did you roll initiative for me?
I watched in horror as the sheer amount of 20s last session.
That's true. Well, that's a 2, so you know. I just need Core's initiative, and then we're good. Nice.
Glag from Crazy Glag, Jesus. I'll take 21 now. All right.
Well, with that roll, Corey, you're going first.
Nestle walks forward. I'm gonna drop my cannon. It's gonna be one that shoots a cannon. I just need you to create it, Frank. Any control of it too.
All set, and I'll be right back. I'm going to pick up my food finally. Hello? Yes. Yep, I'm coming out right now for you to make it much easier for you. Alright, sounds good. Thank you. Alright, bye-bye. Alright. Just in time, the cookies are here, or else you guys will all be slaughtered.
Thank God.
I think my dinner is coming right now as well.
Alright, what are we doing with that turret there, Core?
All right. So what I'm doing is I drop the cannon, firing cannon at part of the bonus action will tell the cannon to shoot, and I'll shoot up a fire.
Sounds good.
Cannon first. Me. Wow. The 13 hit?
No, they do not.
Here's a.
From there, Demibird, it's your turn.
I'm going to attempt to shoot it with my crossbow. 14. That's not great.
That's not going to do it.
No, never mind. That's probably me down. I don't think I can hide anywhere.
It's going to be pretty tough to hide in this area.
Yeah, it's fine.
Rockathon, it's your turn.
Rockathon looks to Bran, and he yells, "Together!" And he starts to spark up as he activates his rage. I need the statue to roll me a dex saving throw of 14.
Minus -1. What happens?
Well, he would take 6 electric, unless you want me to roll the d.
I'm gonna give you an extra D6 because it failed hardcore failed. There you go.
Heck yeah. And then with the action, I try to drive the spear into
Okay.
a statue.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I feel like infected everyone with my abysmal luck. You know?
Yeah, that's
Well, so long as the enemy is also affected, I'm fine
Yeah,
with
this-
it.
Bran, it's your turn. Well, listen, I did change the donation incentives now too. So people that are watching want to give you advantage. They only have to pay $1, so.
I will hit it with my mace.
Sounds good.
The special one. Does a 17 hit?
That's going to be a hit, yes.
Alright,
That's 9 damage and 3 damaged.
Yes.
Well, depending on whether it has resistance or not. I don't know about
Nope.
that.
It definitely takes the hit, and it seems a little shooken up.
That's gonna be it for now.
Core, were you saying something else, or are you good?
I was gonna say something, but I'm good. I realized I was wrong.
Gotcha. This monstrosity is going to attack. From where it's located, it's going to bellow out this bellowing cry. You're not entirely sure what it means. Outside of that, it's going to look at the. It's gonna go ahead and look at Roctathon, and it's gonna give you this stare that freezes you in place. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$22.
The stare goes ahead and pierces you, but you seem to simply stare back, and you're able to deal with its piercing, freezing stare. Finally, it's going to grab its weapon. It's going to try to attack Bran with its great axe. Well,
Of course it does.
I'm gonna say that those nasty hits are back.
Out of curiosity, what's the modifier on that 90?
That would have been a 27 to hit.
I see.
I'm glad my armor class is so high.
And it's going to deal 17 points of damage to you unless you make a dexterity saving throw. Because it's moving so slowly and heavily.
Ooh, you have a bonus to that.
That's a 15.
A 15 does it, so you're going to take half damage on that. So you're going to take, 8? 8 damage.
But wait, I actually
But wait,
remembered something. Do I have to roll to maintain my concentration when I take necrotic damage from the attacks with my own weapon?
no. When you swing a weapon,
Alright.
you're readying your own attack, so it's already assumed that you already anticipate the hit, so no, I'm not going to make you do that.
So now I take 8 damage, and now I have to make the Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
I think resistance has worn off because it's only one time it gives it.
Is it?
It says once
So
before
once.
the spell ends.
Yeah, once before the spell
I
ends.
see. Then I don't need to bother with that.
That's a bit harsh.
Then, Core, it's your turn.
I'll 1 second.
All right, what are we doing? Mm-hmm.
For a moment, I thought my connection was down again.
Same here.
Yeah, me too.
Nope, I'm just waiting on core.
Nice.
The first will be a hit, the second is not.
Alright, so I shot my cannons first. My cannon shoots first, and the 13 is my usually firebolt. So I hit with the
Yes.
two damage, and he gets pushed back 5 feet if he's able to.
Yeah, he is not able to be pushed back. He's just too large.
Yep, I'm done.
From there, Demibird, it's your turn.
I'm going to attempt to shoot my crossbow again. Ooh.
Ah.
So I should get sneak attack because someone's next to it.
Yes.
Seems to be some lag. I rolled it. Oh, there we go. And 2 ones.
Takes the damage.
So-
It seems a little annoyed at your attack. And there you go. And Roctathon, it's your turn. At the start of your turn, Roctathon, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 15.
So that's a failure. You can't make more than one attack or take a bonus action on your turn. You're affected by a numbing aura, and it seems to be a mixture from the cold and from the enemy that you're facing.
Okay, so it's one attack and a bonus action?
You can't make more than one attack or take a bonus action on your turn. You can only make one attack on your turn.
Oh, gotcha. It's like slow. It's in the action or bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fine by me. I'm going to channel the energy into the stare that I'm giving this thing. I'm trying to stare it down, and just feeling the cold start to rise up in my body. It looks like Roll20's being giving me a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah, I think it's giving
But
everybody
I'm
a hard
going
time
to-
today.
I'm going to let out my breath weapon. Needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. It's definitely gonna miss. As in, it's gonna hit me rather.
He's He's gonna take the full 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
I never roll high with a breath weapon. But that is my turn.
All right. From there, Bran, it's the same thing. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me. It's gonna be, yeah, you won't be able to make more than one attack or take a bonus action on your turn.
But I am still able to cast a regular spell.
So the only thing you could do on your turn is a regular action. You can't do anything as a bonus action, and that's what that means. So the only thing you can do right now is you can make one attack, or you can cast a spell like you normally would be able to in one action. You don't have access to your bonus action on your turn.
My lord, sustain me against this heinous fiend. And I use Cure Wounds, and I roll another one.
All right. From there, it is the giant's turn. This giant thing, monstrosity. It is attempt.
Ooh, I think I forgot to do a level up in roll 20. So my hit points are sort of wrong. Let me do that while you do the other turns.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to do its freezing stare at Raktathon again. It's going to try to pierce into your soul with its red eyes. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me. Uh-oh.
10 total.
All right. You're going to take some damage. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you take half of that.
That's a lot of damage.
You will take half, so you'll take 13 damage, and you'll be paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
Say.
From there, Core, it's your turn.
Hold on, can I just get that again? What you, the last thing you said?
Yes, you are paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
And half damage, you said?
Yes, so you're taking 13 damage total.
What kind of damage is that?
That is cold damage.
Yeah.
The second attack hits Core, the first attack does not.
Four fire damage. I used a firebolt.
The fire damage seems to affect him much more as the fire gets into his skin and leaves a nasty burn.
Ooh.
Oh.
Demibird, it's your turn.
I don't think I have anything fire. I'm just going to shoot him.
Pew pew it is.
Maybe not.
Well, we knew they were coming
Demi Bird
eventually.
is back.
Yeah, we knew they were coming. So, Demi Bird, as you shoot your arrow, you just simply, I don't know, coming to the conclusion that the wall is a better target than this gigantic monstrosity, and the bolt just pings right into the wall and shatters in a million pieces.
Okay, that's me done.
Roctathon, it's your turn. You, at the end of your turn, you are unparalyzed.
Awesome.
Bran, it is your turn.
It's a shame that the paralysis didn't last longer because I could have cured it now. But my turn is after his, so that's useless now. Anyway. So this turn I get to act as normal, right?
It's the same thing. Every turn that you're around him, you have to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you are affected by its aura. I didn't have him roll because it didn't matter. He didn't really be able to get a turn, and you're gonna be
Alright.
Yep, you'll be affected. So you can cast one spell, you can make one attack, you just can't use your bonus action.
Roctathon took a bunch of damage, right?
He has taken 13 damage so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Roctathon then.
Okay.
And it's another one.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Wow.
Oh, is there that? Okay.
4 points.
After Bran is the giant. Is there anything else you want to? You can't really do anything else, but that's everything that you do. So then we're gonna go to the giant. The giant grabs one of the statues that seem to be behind him, grabs off a piece of it, and decides to hurl it at Demibird. Just this gigantic
Got it. Okay.
rock hurling towards you.
Do I get a saving throw or anything to try and
If it
dodge
hits you,
that?
it may not hit you. We'll see. $16 to hit.
I think that equals. Yeah, that equals. So I think it hits if it equals, right?
Yeah. So you can make a dexterity saving throw for half damage.
Uh,
It's going to be 19 bludgeoning damage. Smashes right into your head, causing some bleeding, and you're not really happy about it.
oh,
Core, it's your turn.
All right. Let's do it. We're gonna aim. We're gonna here. Cannon first.
The cannon hits.
Firebolt. That's that. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there. And my firebolt.
And that hits as well.
So, okay, so my firebolt will be 7 damage, and then 1d6 for the cannon. No, it's not 2d6, it's 2d8, excuse me. $12 damage.
Is that all
Alright.
fire damage?
The fire damage was a 7. That's my firebolt. Well, 7 damage from the spell. And then the cannon shot 12 damage from, which is bludgeoned from the cannon.
Well, we could use the 13.
Should have got the flamethrower out. I don't know what it costs you to put them out.
Oh, the flamethrower out, it's going to burn the 2 people in front of him. It does a cone.
True. They could move.
I'm not that kind of dragon boy.
Demibird, it's your go.
I'm going to shoot with my crossbow.
Alright. Oh boy.
Yeah, no. I need to hide. Cause I'm the only good hiding place.
You could try to hide behind the rock that the thing just threw at you.
I don't know.
If the rock is big enough for that, I don't know.
No, if the rock was that big, she'd be dead.
Spot.
But Roctathon, it's your turn.
Okay, I have not taken damage since my last turn, so my rage is actually going to go away. But I'm going to call to Bran, keep up the fight, hold it here, and I'm going to try to put this spear into it.
All right.
Nah, that's a 9 to hit.
Oh boy. Bran, what else you got? Oh, I apologize, Roctathon. You have to make a Constitution saving throw. You're supposed to do it at the beginning to see if you can do anything else.
Gotcha.
And that's everything you're doing. Bran, same thing. Constitution saving throw for me. Affects Bran more than you guys, because Bran, he can at least Healing Word as a bonus action. But not with those rolls.
That shocking thing I do is a bonus.
Oh, gotcha.
Can I use a bonus action instead of an action?
Yeah, you can use it as your regular action. It basically, like, if you decide to Healing Word, you can use Healing Word as your regular action, but the bonus is that Healing Word allows you to use as a bonus action as well.
Yeah, I was going to use a Shield of Faith, though.
Yeah, and the same thing. If you wanted to cast Shield of Faith as your regular action, you could, but it would end your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So my AC goes up to 23.
Okay. Sounds good. It is the Giant's turn, unless you have anything else. I think you can't, though, because of the stuff. The Giant is going to grab his great axe, and he's going to swing as hard as he can at Bran. Seeing that Shield of Faith, he wants to test it. With that roll, his tests have succeeded.
Of course it has.
Almost a 5.
Why do I even have armor?
It's going to be 12 points of damage. And he attacks one more time. Oh, I apologize. You get to roll a dexterity saving throw to make that half. That will be half. So you take 6. Some of it has been soaked up by your shield. And the second will also hit. And you can make a dexterity saving throw for that as well. That will also be half. Some of it takes. Some of the blow gets hit with your shield. And you'll take 4 points of damage from that. So a total of 10 from everything. From there, Core, it's your turn.
Yeah, just gonna keep attacking. That's gonna be the cannon.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's my firebolt.
That's a hit.
10 damage. Firebolt damage.
This moving statue seems pretty weary at this point, and he's starting to get very angry. Demibird, it's your turn.
Attempt to shoot him again. $22.
My wagon!
That's a hit. That's a lot of damage. It was not happy with that. Roctathon, it's your turn.
Oh, is that me?
Yep, you can make a Constitution saving throw for me first.
That's 17.
You are free to do everything you'd like.
Oh, good. Now, I'm gonna poke it. There's a 15 to poke.
That's a miss. Whoops, sorry, that's a
Okay,
hit.
fine,
That
you're
means
good.
that means hit.
Okay. I found a good place to stay. That's 10 points. Non-magic piercing.
All right, Bran, it's your turn. Do a Constitution saving throw for me.
Right, I almost forgot.
That beats it. You can do anything you want on this turn.
I'm still just going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
That's a very good
For
Cure Wounds.
14.
There you go.
And since all my bonus actions are spells, my turn is over.
Well, Bran, if you wanted to cast another spell as a bonus action, you can now. So if there's a spell that you have that says that the cast speed is bonus action, you can also do that cast on your turn after you do your regular action. So if your regular action is Cure Wounds, if you have a spell that says that it just requires the speed of a bonus action, you can cast that spell as well. Or you can end your turn, whatever you prefer.
I'll Last time I tried to do that, someone said I couldn't cast 2 spells in one turn.
I know it was. I double checked it, and it's fine, and I apologize for that. As long as the casting speed is bonus action, then it should be fine.
Alright, also, I think I should have actually rolled Constitution saving throws for my concentration on Shield of Faith when I took damage on that thing's last turn. I took damage twice, right?
You did, yes.
And the second one fails.
Yes, it does.
Really wasn't worth the spell slot. Let's see. In that case, I will summon a spiritual weapon on the other side of the control thingy. I know it doesn't get flanking, but it's not like there's much space to attack from this side, so I'm just going to summon it on the other side. And I will have it attack the thing.
Okay, sounds good.
And it's 11. So
That will be a
doesn't
miss.
hit.
Bob. From here, the giant is going to take out one of the pieces of stone from behind it. And it's going to try to hurl the stone at Core. Looks at him as the person who's done the most to him. He's very mad. That's going to be a miss.
Oh yeah.
And then from there, he takes out his great axe and tries to attack Rockathon with all of his might. And finally, it looks like it's getting tired. Is it also missed Rockathon? Core, it's your turn.
Okay. Cannon. Me.
And both hit.
Cannon damage. Fire damage.
My god.
You gotta learn to use those higher rolls for the damage that the enemy is actually vulnerable to.
I'm trying.
It's
Sorry,
going to
that's
make a special Constitution saving throw. It seems to be knocked down, and it looks like it's about to die, and then it stands back up on its knee, and it seems to still be ready to fight you.
Oh boy.
Demibird, it's your turn.
I'm going to try and kill it with my crossbow. I assume that hits.
That's a hit. Makes a Constitution saving throw. If it was 17, it would still be up, but with 3, it finally collapses and falls to the ground, lying there dead.
Yay!
I've wasted so many spells this fight.
Well, we could maybe have a short rest.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
I'm not a wizard at it. Spell slots.
You don't get any spells back.
I'm actually in
One of you
moving
back there, check
so
those
that
doors
I
are still.
can still use my spiritual weapon.
The door. Is the door still locked?
As you try to move the door that faces the outside, the door seems to be closed and does not budge.
Oh,
I was afraid of that.
I'd
We
like
might
to
have
see
to,
if I can find anything in the remains.
You do that. I'm going to have a look ahead.
From where you're standing, I need you to make a perception check for me, Roctathon. Bran, with your perception, you realize that this giant has the biggest great axe that you've ever seen in your lifetime. It's very awkward to wield, and you don't think that you'll be able to really use it. Outside of that, it seems to be carrying a potion of some kind that's red and blue in color. Every time you swirl it, it seems to change colors, and it looks really neat. Roctathon with a 13.
I have a 17 total.
Sounds good. With a 17, you hear growling up ahead.
Am I standing at like a door? Or is this just a
Nope,
oh,
just
okay.
just vision. Sorry.
Maybe can I attempt a nature check to see what kind of creature this is that I hear?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't add anything to that.
Nothing that you've ever heard of before in the outside world.
So I started. Bran, I hear something growling. Be on your guard.
Yeah.
Now, outside of that, just so you guys are aware, this entire area is not lit at all. So, unless you have dark vision or if you have torches on you, it's going to be very difficult for you to see beyond what's in front of your face.
Can
Does anybody,
I light on my spiritual weapon? No, never mind. That's not gonna last.
Is anyone back here hurt? Hurt bad?
I'm under half. That statue, yeah, that's smelted. My poor little Morgan.
How about you, Cor? Everything look good?
hey, I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, yeah. So,
Now that I feel like
well, I'm moving forward. I'm gonna reach into my torch, a bag, and grab a torch and light it. And I'm gonna
Okay.
move forward
Sounds good.
with my machine following me.
move forward as well with the shield front.
Heal her wounds and protect her.
Hold, anything amazing?
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Demibird for 11 hit points.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm just waiting on the cure wounds, and I'm making sure whoever's going to be up there is up there before I reveal everything.
Okay, I'm feeling quite a bit better now. Thank you. Bounce back on my feet.
I mean, I'm going to walk in that direction, but since I also have to walk back to Demibird, I'm gonna assume I am lagging behind.
Okay. Rockathon, as soon as you walk forward and you go ahead of Core, you kind of reveal something startling. There looks to be some sort of something in front of you that you hadn't seen before, and it looks to lash out at you. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I see this coming right with the torch.
You do, and do you have dark vision? Do you have anything like that, or no?
I do not have dark vision.
Okay, so you walked ahead of Core, so his torch only goes a certain amount. So basically, this is like you kind of trying to get ahead, trying to make sure you're defending them, but trying to do the best you can. So that's why I'm trying to give you a dexterity saving throw, because you probably have your weapons out and you're ready for anything.
Our torch extends 20 feet of actual bright light, and then 20 feet of dim light.
Yeah.
That is 17.
And you don't have any issues with getting out of the way of this weird thing once it tries to swipe at you.
Yeah, what does this weird thing look like?
Let's see.
Like a little bit more description.
It looks like a ghast. Looks like some sort of undead that would normally reside in a swamp.
Gotcha.
And then from there, I'm going to allow you guys to roll a initiative to fight the ghast.
I have a total of 14.
Undead. We were right to enter.
Alright,
It's time
I'm
for
gonna step off the
smite.
wagon. Not wagon. The torch. The stupid thing
Turret?
here. My turret.
The
That's
turret,
not
yeah.
wagon. Jesus Christ. Can I make the turret go? Well, no, it doesn't talk. I was gonna make it do a recon, but it doesn't talk. Never mind. That's stupid. Never mind.
I can get my bat to do a recon in a sec. On my turn.
No, I can't. I was not make the thing do recon. But
So we got Bran with a 14, Demibird with a 10, Rockathon with like a 9 or a 10. Core, did you roll initiative? Core's going first, looks like.
sorry for that.
Core, you are first.
All right, 1 second. I think I'm gonna attack the guy in front of right.
Sounds good.
Lagging like crazy. This is so lag.
Yeah, it's roll 20 being roll 20 today.
There we go. Well, I'll take
Speaking
that.
of 20s.
Right. Every time you lag, though, you roll really
Okay, so it's a nat 20 on the purple and 16 on the purple. Come on, fire.
They both hit.
Core has the best rolls of the group anyway.
So purple, 25 damage, and he's pushed 5 feet away from the rope.
Yep. It snarls and it's not happy with that.
Oh yeah. I'm done.
It is his turn. He's gonna get to about here. And he's gonna attack Roctathon. Actually, no, he's gonna attack Core. Core did all that damage. He's gonna attack Core.
Come at me, bro.
He's gonna try to use.
The cannon did more damage, but
It's true. A 20 to hit.
I will,
bro.
I'm going to use my spell shield. So I'll be using one of my spell slots. Now originally by 5, so my AC now is where the hell's my AC? Where are you, AC? Oh, so instead of 17, it'll now be a 22.
All right.
And that stays that way until I go again.
Sounds good.
Love that spell.
From there, Bran, it is your turn. Anytime walking in the same steps or area where there's mostly that giant thing is going to be rough terrain, just so you know. So it's going to take 2 times the amount of movement to move through that.
so I'm going to have my spiritual weapon.
I shouldn't be quite there then. I should be back 1 square. It's double.
That's 11 to hit.
It's going to be a miss.
I'm going to walk up to here. And cast Sacred Flame.
All right.
And it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's gonna be an 11.
That's not going to be enough, so it takes 8 radiant damage.
All right. From there, it is someone's turn that you don't know. They're going to cast a spell and end their turn. Roctathon, it's your turn. On your turn, I need you to succeed in a Constitution saving throw.
21.
You succeed. So this thing smells like you wouldn't believe, and because it's next to you, the start of your turn, you don't get poisoned by its stench.
All right, I will attempt to drive my javelin into its side.
Sounds good.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
It is driven.
That is 6 points.
The ghast seems to fall to its knees and lay there motionless, dead.
I remove my javelin from its side.
From there, it is another person's turn. They cast a spell. Demibird, it's your turn.
Can I maybe make a perception check to see if I can see anything? I'm going to move forward a little out of this rough terrain.
Okay.
I have dark vision, but I guess that'll be interrupted by Cor's got a light, right, a torch, so that noodle with that.
Just point out a direction that you're looking, and I can allow you to have a perception check towards that direction.
Well, probably just straight ahead right now, beyond Roctathon, because I don't know if I'll be able to see around the corner.
Okay.
Perception?
Sounds good. You do not see anything that way as far as an enemy or anything like that.
Okay. Ooh, I will wake up my bat. It's probably sleeping somewhere, and then I guess it's probably too late to go off. But for next time, I'll get my bat to fly out, and because my bat has echolocation. I forgot it's not dark vision; it's echolocation on the bat. It might be able to find them.
All right, Cor, it's your turn.
All right.
So it's whenever they make an attack.
I guess do an Arcana check to see. No.
It's like
Well, I don't know Core's being attacked. I don't know that what's being attacked, right?
So you don't know if there's any other enemies in this area. I'm keeping you in battle mode because there are, but you can't see where they are right now. You don't have the vision, and the only person who has dark vision is sitting in a corridor with her vision blocked.
Gotcha. All right, I'll just proceed to go this way.
You notice a skull that's sitting on the ground that slowly starts to float up and bursts into flames.
This is it.
Holy crap!
You and Tragic.
I'll attack it.
Okay.
Because
Great job.
oh boy,
You're gonna get disadvantage on all attack rolls against it.
Now you head over
Yep.
to Proteus.
I'm just gonna have the Terran.
At this
I
point,
have a
he
12.
doesn't look.
That'll be a miss.
What
I'll-
he's gonna try to do is he's gonna try to.
I guess a freebie. I have my weapons out, so I'll try attacking it.
Okay.
For some reason, I can't move my character forward. There we go.
You may.
I have a 10.
Yep, that'll be a miss as well.
Turns over.
He's dead. Bran, it's your turn.
I'm going to have the spiritual weapon float over here and attack the skull.
Okay.
With the 20 to hit.
Everything that attacks the skull will get disadvantage.
Alright.
That will definitely hit.
20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Or 11 force damage.
Alright, sounds good.
And I'm going to walk over here and hit it with my mace.
Okay.
Alright, disadvantage. Sorry. $15 to hit.
That will hit.
Seven bludgeoning and 4 necrotic damage.
It seems to take less necrotic damage than you would have expected, as you take 4 necrotic damage yourself. But it did still take some of the damage, as it were. From there, the flaming skull that seems to be saying hello to everybody is going to do some things. It is going to cast a fireball. Those are the people that will be affected by that fireball.
Oh, that's a small fireball.
20 feet. So, everyone has to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
The size
14?
matter.
That will beat it. So you'll take half. That will not.
Ow.
And he rolls as well. And he gets advantage. And he does not make it. So it's going to be 30 damage to Bran, 15 damage to Core, and 30 damage to the Flaming Skull. And the Flaming Skull seems to blow up, and its ashes seem to just be on the floor where it stood. From there, Roctathon, it's your turn.
Call over. What was that? A trap? And Rockothon's actually going to move over to.
Sounds good. You notice Bran is on the floor, unconscious and dying.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm going to attempt a medicine check to stabilize.
Sounds good.
$14.
That does it. He is stable at 0.
That's my turn.
Something else prepares a something. And I'm going to get it out for you. Give me 1 second. And that is you, Core, Roctathon. You notice that there's a gigantic flaming sphere within 5 feet of you. Demibird, it's your turn.
I would like to use my bat to do some scouting, and I'll peer through its eyes. It's a full action for me to use its senses. So I'll send it down this corridor.
You can move that now.
It's got echolocation, which is like blind sight. I think it's 30 foot or 60 foot.
That's what it sees.
60 foot blind sight. Ooh.
As it went, so if it's 60 feet, as it was in this area, give me 1 second.
Another famous one. Okay.
It saw another skull, essentially, lit up. Or not lit up, but laying on the ground.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Is there anything else you're doing, or you can't because you did all that with?
Well, that's a full action, as far as I
Oh,
know,
okay.
to use its senses, so I can't then shout to the others, hey, but on my next turn.
Yeah. Core, it's your turn. I got some great news for you.
Okay.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for both you and the turret. That's successful.
And that's 12 for the turret.
And that is successful. Both of you take half damage on this. So you'll take 2 points of fire damage. Roctathon, same thing. I apologize. I forgot you're within 5 feet of it.
That is 15.
You succeed, so you just take 2 points of fire damage.
I'll move here. Bonus action, make this move away. And attack this skull.
Okay. You can't see it. The only thing that can see it right now would be the bat or Demibird if she's over there, because there's no fire in that direction. I only lit up the map so that I can show you guys where the enemy is. But that's as soon as Demibird lets you know, you'll know that that enemy is in that direction.
Heal for 8.
Sounds good. Bran is healed for 8. Speaking of Bran, it's your turn.
Hold on.
Whopping 2 damage.
Go ahead.
Whoa.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Never mind. I thought you were attacking me. I don't know why.
Nope.
Helm, my protector, preserve my life. And I use Channel Divinity Preserve Life and heal myself for 15 hit points.
Sounds good.
So if I understood that correctly, Demibird hasn't told us about the other skull, so we don't see it yet, right?
Yeah, unfortunately I can't, because it's a full action to see through the senses of the bat, and I'm like blind and deaf and dumb, my actual character, while I'm doing that. So I can't communicate back to you yet. On my turn, I'll pop out and shout at you guys, sorry.
You can speak while you're deaf, right? You just can't hear.
It says, hang on, I'll post the thing. Let me find the... During this time, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses. I don't know. I assume that means I can't really do anything while I'm seeing through the bat size.
I think it just means that you see and hear what the bat sees and hears, but
I can still speak.
Control yourself. But like if you try to walk, you might.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk into a wall.
But,
Okay, in that case,
like,
I'll
technically
shout
speaking
out,
should
guys.
be
I guess.
possible. I mean, I guess it's
Well, up to
the
Ted,
DM.
really.
I'm reading this now. It's fine. The problem is twofold. One, she's currently in an area where it's going to be pretty difficult to hear her because of where she's located. The second thing is that she's focused on the bat and using the actions to go ahead and see what the bat is seeing and hear what the bat is hearing. Basically, all of her senses are being shared with the bat. Whatever the bat hears and sees, she can hear and see. So, if you do want to shout out that the enemy is to your right, you can. Bran, just as a heads up, you still can't see the enemy. There's no light in that direction. So you can do that, and then if you want to start walking towards that direction, you can. But the only light that's being out right now is Kor's torch and the flaming sphere that's currently in that 5-foot circle.
Yeah, I'll shout that there's a flaming skull on the corridor to the right. Oh, well, not to them, it'll be straight ahead of them. To my right.
So I'm gonna move over here, which is still in the dim light of the torch. I don't know how much light the flaming sphere sheds out.
The flaming sphere is 20 feet. It's a 20-foot radius and a dim light within a 20-foot radius.
Actually, last week, so it says when the familiar drops to 0 hit points, it disappears. It's not like when it dies, so it should have actually disappeared last week, and I'd had to re-summon it.
I guess we could assume that you had resummoned it.
Yeah, we took a long rest and whatever. I need to remove components.
It's up to Ted though, but you did already use your turn to use the senses, right? So...
Yeah, I'm not going backwards. So if you resummoned it during that, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Just remember to remove what needs to be removed.
Yeah, I'll take off my component.
Need to know what you guys are doing from here. It's still Bran's turn.
Yeah, I'm not going to use a bonus action, so I'm just going to move to here and then end my turn there, sorry.
Okay, Roctathon, it's your turn. I need you to make a, Oh, you already did that, I apologize. That's at the beginning of your turn. Roctathon, it's just your turn. Already had you take damage from the flaming sphere, so I'm not gonna have you do it again. It's supposed to be at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, I got you. Well, Brand's pretty beat up, so I'm not gonna let him go alone. I'm going to inch my way around the great ball of fire. And
sounds good.
I'm going to watch both corridors and ready my action for if something comes within 5 feet of me. Because I don't know what's in any of those.
Alright. The skull that seems to be hidden decides to cast another spell, as is skulls of this variety cast spells. It's going to cast a fireball. That is the 20-foot radius of that fireball.
Of course it does.
I assume I don't see this coming.
You still get a dexterity saving throw, and you do see it coming, so you know that it's coming from that hallway direction. Nice flame definitely shows what's going on. Bran, you make the saving throw, so you'll take half.
16.
And Roctathon, you'll take half. And let's see how much damage it is. It's going to be 12 points of fire damage. From there, it is Demibird's turn.
Well, I'm going back into me now. I'm going to stop seeing through my back and move up a bit, I guess. Maybe
As soon as,
there. Let's see from that.
as soon as you get into that little T, you see that skull clear as day to your right.
Okay, and then shoot at it.
Okay. That is actually a hit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I apologize. Hold on. A spell that I casted before, Blur, you actually get disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Disadvantage.
So,
Okay.
so we'll see what the next one comes up with. Nope, you'll still hit.
Okay. No sneak attack. And does it count as undead for the other bit?
I believe it does. Yes, it is.
No, that's not so bad.
After you hit it, it rises up and bursts into flames, so it is visible at this point, being able to see where it's located. Core, it is your turn.
I will move.
Does he have a cleat?
Does my torch light this area over here?
It does. I'm sorry. I will fix that for you right now.
Alright, do I see the skull now? Or no?
The skull all the way down there, you do physically see because it's on fire right now. So you can see it on fire.
Move forward, a bonus action, and I will shoot the skull.
Okay.
Thank-
And it gets disadvantage. Roll one more time for me. Oh boy.
Alright. And I'll cast already with my action. I'm gonna go into a defense mode.
Okay. Bran, it's your turn.
Why does it always have to be so much fire? Heal my wounds. And I use healing word on myself
6, cool.
for 6 HP. And I'm going to walk over here and hit it with my regular mace.
Alright, sounds good. That's not going to do it.
So that's gonna be it for me.
Alright, Roctathon, it's your turn.
Alright, I will charge it.
Oh boy.
I assume this is a straight roll, yeah?
Yes.
25.
All right. You can make it.
That is 10 point.
All right. And just so you know, was that an attack roll? That was an attack roll, correct?
That was, yes.
You rolled disadvantage, so roll one last time to see if you hit.
Oh, I thought the flanking canceled it out.
So,
Oh, yeah, that's right. I apologize. Yes, the flanking definitely does. So that works. Yep. Nope, that's good. It takes it.
That's me.
All right. Next is the skull. You can see that the skull is floating and looking at the both of you, and it's going to attempt to do a fire ray on each of you with its eyes. It's going to try to shoot fire out of its eyes.
seems to be quite cross-eyed.
That was against Bran, 16.
That's an attack roll?
Yes. I'm sorry, it's a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, that does not hit.
All right. And against Roctathon, 16.
That does not hit.
All right. The fire shoots out of its eyes, and it seems to hit the ground. You guys dodge and duck in time. And Bran's shield seems a little worse for wear, but it seems to still be sticking in there. And then as a bonus action, the Flame Skull is going to move its sphere. And it's going to smash into Demibird. Demibird, I need you to go ahead and make me a saving throw against the sphere. It's going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh.
So you're going to take full damage. That's going to be 9 points of fire damage. And then Demibird, on your turn, you have to re-roll again that saving throw because you're starting your turn next to the sphere.
Okay. Is that now? Is it my turn now? Or?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Ugh.
And you'll take 6 points of more fire damage. So it's 15 total.
I'm looking shaky. I will attempt to disengage the flamey sphere thingy.
It's not a creature.
Yeah, it's not a creature, so you don't have to use disengage or anything like that. You can just move away from it.
Okay. And I'll shoot at the skull.
Sounds good.
Oh, I need to do disadvantage, don't I?
Yes. Otherwise, that would have hit. And that hits as
Ooh.
well, so that hits.
Ooh, and I get sneaked at this time.
Ooh.
Go, go, go. And I'm dead.
From there, the skull smashes into the ground and puffs into dust. And there seems to be a pile of dust that was where the skull was.
What about the flamey spear thing?
That sphere is gone.
Okay, cool.
Just disappears. From here, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a 5-minute breather, so you can stretch your legs out. If you want to talk amongst yourselves, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and we'll be back here at 8:52. So 8:52. All right.
Go back.
Yeah.
Go back.
All right, is everybody back?
I'm back. What's going on?
What's that?
All right, let's do a call out. Make sure everybody is back. Zerum, are you back?
Yes, I am back.
All right, Core, I heard you were back.
Well,
Yep.
Roctathon, are you back?
Bronze leader standing.
And Demibird, are you back?
Hello.
All right. So from here, what would you like to do?
I'm sorry. My son needs you. I'll be right back again.
All right.
I'm looking quite shaky on my feet, like I've taken quite a lot of damage.
I've also taken quite a bit of damage, although I've healed some of it, and well, Core also healed some of it. And I've expended both Channel Divinity and all my spell slots, so I'm really quite dread.
We need to be careful looking around. We need to stay together and move in a way that we can defend ourselves. Which direction should we go? This
I
way
can,
or back by
I think
Core?
we should rest.
Yeah, also I can send my bat ahead to have a little scout. He can see, I'm not quite sure what it is, but they looked like bodies, maybe skeletons on top of coffins, I don't really know. To the north of us. There's a room with 5 things.
Anything that's moving around.
If
I don't believe they're
Crypt
moving now.
disturb another grave and cause an undead to spawn, it could wipe us out.
Yes, I don't trust bodies to stay still in a place with undead such as this. That is a good idea. Send your bat in both directions, and whichever direction we go needs to be the way to unlock those doors.
Well, I
we
think
may
we should
have-
try and have a short rest if we can.
Could try, but I don't trust this place to give us that opportunity. We need at least just to know what's around us.
We can still take the rest afterward.
Right. We'll try. We'll see what everyone needs to keep on their toes. We have just enough strength, I think, to make one push at the place we have to go.
I'll send my bat down the corridor here, see what's ahead of us.
I'll let you control the bat, and then you can decide where the bat goes, and I will give you vision in the places where it goes. Just keep in mind that the bat's not stealthy, so
Yeah. So there seems to be a long corridor. There's some little rooms off with bodies in them, corpses, I guess. But they could reanimate. I mean, there's nothing moving here right now. We could try and have a short... If I take one more hit, I'm probably going to keel over.
I think a good place to do this is the opening room. We can use the body of the giant to shore up that hole.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Nothing should be coming in behind us, and if it does, that's I think that might actually help us.
Bran, you were next to the skull when it died, and Core isn't here, but Bran, can you roll an Arcana check when you were next to the skull for me?
Is it gonna pop back up?
You realize that this skull has something to it that seems to be something interesting. Let me send it to you.
Oh, I was going to check the other body of that ghost, actually. Did anyone do that? I think we're too busy fighting.
That's what you find out about that skull.
Can I check this body?
You can, absolutely. Do a perception check for me. The ghast itself seems to just be it's just there. It seems to have been defending this area. The clothes that are on it, it didn't seem to have anything on it other than the clothes on its back, and it was using its claws and trying to bite you. So, it doesn't have any weapons on it.
Okay. I'm gonna retreat into this room then. And I'll leave my bat a little bit further down the corridor to it can keep lookout. Actually, maybe it should be more there so it can see.
It seems these skulls will come back to life sooner or later. So unfortunately, it seems like we do not have time to rest.
Could we put the dust in a container of some sort?
Ooh, could we put it in my ring of holding? This might be problematic later on.
You might open it up and you have two skulls that blow things up.
But we could release them on someone.
You could try, although I do not condone using them against someone. They are undead after all.
Not even
But
the big monster at the end of it.
Still then, I condone putting the ashes into the ring.
Okay,
I do not.
I will attempt to.
But that may be the best choice.
I'm back. How you doing?
We're just debating whether to put the ash from these skulls into my ring of holding. We think they might come back to life.
I agree with this.
Core, can you make an Arcana check when that one died? I was supposed to have you make an Arcana check, so go ahead and make one for me. I just sent you via private PM the information that you just found out from your Arcana check on Roll20. That's from studying it after it died.
Studying this, what I see here, Zarin, do you have any holy water?
Unfortunately, I do not. Otherwise, I would have.
Oh my god.
How long will it take you to bless water?
Just as a clarification, holy water takes an hour to create and expends a first level spell slot.
Oh, well, in that case, never mind. Well, if we could put holy water on the ashes, or dispel magic, or remove curse, they would not come. They would not return back.
I have no spell slots left, so unfortunately, I am unable to do any of these
boy.
things.
Oh boy.
What happens if we take half of the ash and put it somewhere else? Does all the ash need to be together for them to like come back?
I
If
don't
we
know.
spread the ashes out,
Don't know.
I will kick the ashes, spread them around.
When you kick the ashes and spread them around, it doesn't seem to do anything. It just
Okay.
just makes an ashy mess of the floor.
All right. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move this way.
If there's nothing we can do, we should press forward.
I would like to have a short rest.
I don't think we can. These skulls will probably come back to life and disturb us during that rest.
Yeah, the skulls are gonna come back within an hour.
Okay.
So I think we should try to explore the rest of this place and see if we can leave it before the skulls come back to life.
Okay, well in that case I guess I'm gonna hang back and try and hide in the shadows because I'm really, yeah, I'm quite badly hurt. We didn't go and investigate wherever these things were to the north. I'll go up here and see what they are.
So when you go up north, you notice that there are a bunch of mummified bodies that are on top of stone slabs. There are runic symbols and runes that are underneath the bodies themselves, and that is everything that you notice with your passive perception.
Can I try an Arcana check to see if I know what the runes are?
Sure.
Are the runes either celestial, dwarfish, or elvish, assuming they're not coming?
No. And you recognize the runes are just written in symbols. So the symbols just mean different things. So you do recognize through your Arcana check, Demibird, that the symbols mean to seal something. You're not sure what they pertain to, but they seem to have sealed something.
Okay. Probably shouldn't disturb them. They might come back to life. I don't know if you can like consecrate them or something.
If they are sealed, then it is best not to do anything. We should explore the rest of this place.
I say the bat should go first.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Demi Bird, if you cannot walk on your own when the bat is flying, I'll carry you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into a wall or something. I can't see when I'm seeing through the back. Which direction do you want me to send it? Down beyond core?
Yes, perhaps
Your
where
volume is a bit too
Core is
low?
walking.
Really?
You don't walk in running in.
Hold on, I'll raise it up. I'll raise
Daddy.
my volume. Thought my volume was pretty high. Testing. There we go. I raised it up. Alright. How far does it see? 60 feet?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I think that's it right there. It notices two skeleton-like beings in the hallway. It hasn't noticed the bat yet.
Are they alive? Well, reanimated or well, moving?
They seem to be wielding shields and weapons, and they seem to be moving.
Okay, I'll pull my bat back. And yeah, and then I'll tell the others that there's two skeletons in the corridor.
And they're slowly
they
moving
took
down the
them-
corridor.
Well, I can't see them anymore because I flew my bat away. He just peeked.
It's
from
true.
So we should see what's in the other direction.
No, I don't know. We might want to take out the skeleton.
And make sure Core doesn't get himself in trouble.
Gonna give them 10 more seconds. 9,
Is there
8,
anything in these like barrels and whatever
6.
next to me?
You guys haven't checked. 3.
I'll do a
Two.
quick check on the ones next to me. Perception or investigation or something.
It would be perception. As you're doing that check, the skeletons seem to have been attracted to the fire from Core and is looking. With your perception check, Demi, it looks like there might be something valuable in these boxes, but you're gonna need something tough and hard to open it up.
Okay.
Looks like the skeletons themselves are attracted to the fire and are looking to kill you all, and looks to be readying for fighting.
Let's do it.
I raise my shield and javelin.
All right, I need a a brain fart. That's what I need. I need a brain fart. I need
Oh, don't worry.
I need an initiative. Initiative roll.
I got 19 total.
I'll take it. I'll take the nat 20.
Alright, first is Demibird. It's your turn.
I think Core should probably go first. He got a natural 20. My initiative roll was not a natural.
You both had a 23, and it's based on who has the higher dex plus.
Oh, okay, sure.
So, Demi, you have assumingly more than a +3 in your dexterity, so that would make you the victor of that.
Yeah, it's +4. I will shoot at the red one, I guess.
Alright.
Nope.
Oh boy. As you shoot your bow, it seems to, the bolt seems to get stuck into the wall and shatters in 1,000,001 pieces.
Wow, that
He's
one.
back, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 2 bolts I've lost. No.
Cor, it is your turn.
Okay, I step up here.
Yes.
I cast Thunder Wave. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. A 4. Oh, for both of them?
Yes, sir.
And an 11.
That fails in every. They're gonna both take 11 thunder damage apiece, and both are gonna be pushed 10 feet.
Alright.
And the boom is heard 300 feet away from them. Bonus action, my cannon will move, and I'll shoot the red one.
Sounds good. And that will hit.
9 more damage to the red one.
Alright. They look a little weary. Roctathon, it's your turn.
Going to run up and attempt to pin the red one to the wall with my.
Alright.
Does 15 to hit.
That's going to hit.
8 points of non-magical.
With the non-magical damage, it seems to take a lot less damage than you had expected. From there, Bran, it is your turn. Puff, I hope you're doing well, bud. It's nice to see you.
Use a sacred flame on the blue one. And it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's gonna try. +2. It rolls a 20.
Alright, so it doesn't take damage. And I'm going to move up to here.
Alright. From there, the blue one is going to go. And it looks like it's going to cast a spell.
Of course it does.
Cool. If it's targeting spell, disadvantage. Yeah.
The good news is it's not a targeting spell.
Well, poop.
It
I hope it's also not lightning bolt.
Oh, it has a lightning bolt. Let me use that.
I was gonna guess fire.
It's going to use a spell called Hunger of Hadar. And it's within 20 feet radius, so it's going to do it right there. It opens a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on the point with range. The void is filled with cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, with creatures fully within the area are blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area is going to take damage, and any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed in a dexterity throw or take more damage as milky, otherworldly tentacles rub against it. And that's Blue's turn.
Wow, random skeleton number one just ripped open the time-space, the fabric of time and space.
The second skeleton is going to do the same thing here. So 2 Hunger of Hadars. Let me use that instead.
What we'll need to roll.
So it's Demibird's turn. You won't roll anything until it's your turn, so you don't have to worry about that.
Alright, cool.
Give me 1 second. There you go. So, Demibird, on your turn, you're going to make a dexterity saving throw. The number was a 12, not a 7.
I'm probably dead.
You're going to take 3 points of cold damage.
Wow, I'm still up.
You're currently blinded, so if you want to move, I'm going to have you roll percentile, and I'll let you move in a specific direction based on that percentile.
Yeah, I'd like to move.
All right. That lets you go in the direction of your choice.
Backwards out of it 1 square.
Sounds good. Now you can at least see again.
Can I see through it though? I guess I can't.
You cannot see through it.
Well, yeah, there's not much I can do.
Yeah, it's a sphere of blackness and bitter cold.
I guess I'm done then.
If you wanted to move straight through it because you're starting from a point where you can see, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to do that if you wanted to be on the other side.
Well, I take more damage when I'm going through it and I'll probably die.
It's only if you start or end your turn in the area. It's not when you go through it.
Okay, I can go, but I still can't see through the other one that's over.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just...
So I can't see it.
Yeah, I understand. I just wanted to let you know. It's only when you start or end your turn in the area.
Yeah, no, just stay here, I guess. I can't do
Okay.
too much. I'll move that away.
Core, it is your turn. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. Mother effer. Well, everybody, it was nice knowing you.
You're going to take 8 points of cold damage.
I do the
The Hunger of Hadar. You're also currently blind. You don't know where you are or what to do. If you wanted to walk in a general direction, you can roll percentile, and I'll have you walk in that direction. And see if you walk in that direction, rather.
Okay, so percentile.
With a 94, you can either poke your head out and attack the thing in front of you, move above you, wherever you want to move. You can pretty much get your bearings and move in that direction.
Okay, I'll move here, and I'll heal my. Is the blue crystal still working or no?
Once the blue crystal is used, it is used. So you can try to cast through it again, but when you used it,
I will drink from my water skin because I still have 3 charges from it from the red liquid I got from the very first campaign.
When you drink it, you recover fully all of your health and all of your spell points for the whole day.
You guys didn't see the face palm I just did.
As an out-of-game note, I only try to equip you with everything you need. I just hope that you use it. But I don't pull any punches, so...
Bonus action, I'll shoot the...
Sounds good. Whoa!
$22 damage.
It looks absolutely decimated, but it is still standing with a fraction of its health remaining.
Question: was the blue one the one that cast the spell?
Both of them cast a spell.
I'm gonna need a concentration check.
The void thing just casts it just like the spear of fire, and it lasts for 1 minute. So there's no it's just boom. But I'm gonna roll Constitution's
I believe that is a concentration.
It is, yeah. I just checked. It's gonna be a 21. So it saves.
It saves, yeah. That's it. My turn's over.
Roctathon, it is your turn. If you want to move, I just need a percentile. And I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. I'm blind right now, yeah?
That is blind as a bat.
Well, sort of blinder than that.
That's the 6th step.
You're going to take 5 points of cold damage.
And I will try to move.
Alright. With a 50% chance, I'm gonna it's gonna be a 50-50 whether or not you go in a direction. Which way were you trying to get to? Were you trying to go north, or are you trying to go east? Oh, you're trying to go north.
Here.
All right. Let's see. You're gonna go east instead.
I look back at the void and I just grumble.
Oh gosh.
I'll move here and end my.
All right. Just so you guys know, anybody in the chat, you can help them. If you look down below, any donations will help them with rolls and things like that. Bran, it is your turn. I need a dexterity saving throw for me. I think you may have actually gotten it. You did. You do not take the damage. The chill air inside of the sphere does not affect you as much as it did everyone else. If you'd like to move from here, I just need a just percentile to see if you move in the direction of which you would like to. You get to walk wherever you'd like.
In that case, I will step out here and I will drink from my blue potion. How do I have to drink all of it to get the effect, or?
Is this the blue potion that was originally someone else owned and is now yours, or is this another potion?
That was a clear potion. This was the blue potion that I found in the old mayor's mansion.
Oh, yep. Okay, so you drink the entire potion, and then you need to roll 1d100.
Sorry, 1d what?
1d100. It's a percentile die. So the reason why the potion was put there was to show you guys what one of these potions can do. If you drink it, it's a wild effect.
Pretty sure the Arcana check said it would restore spell slots.
Okay. If that's the case, then you didn't need to roll that, and that would restore all of your spell slots that you previously had. That's why I asked you guys to write that stuff down, because I had planted another potion that was a 1d100 roll, so makes it easier for me.
Yeah. But for some reason, all of these potions end up in my inventory. And I sort of keep track of their colors and what they do as far as I know it in character.
Gotcha. So if that was that potion, you should have all of your spell slots as if you went through a long rest.
Alright, was that an action to drink that?
That's a full action, yes.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to cast Resistance on myself again for dexterity saving throws, just in case. Ah, no, never mind, that's also an action. Forgot I can't do. Then I'm going to end my turn.
Alright. Next, it is the blue skeleton's turn. It is not happy at you. Core. It's going to try to cast another spell at you. It's going to use the Arms of Hadar. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from the skeleton and batter all creatures within 10 feet, which will actually attack and hit the other skeleton as well. Core, I need you to make a strength saving throw. Oh no. That is not what you wanted to see, my friend.
You know,
Alright, the red skeleton saves against it. You are gonna take some damage. 15 damage to be exact.
Hey, that guy tried to run away. Can I? No, I'm beat. All right, how much are they?
You're gonna take 15 necrotic damage. And you can't take reactions until your next turn. So if you have any skills or spells that are reaction based, you won't be able to use them until your next turn. Then the red one is going to go and is going to try to Eldritch Blast you. It's going to try to make a ranged spell attack against you.
Against who?
Against Core, because Core's the only one that they can see right now.
Yeah.
And it's 14 against your AC, Core.
All right.
I don't think that hits, because you have higher than a 14 AC, right?
My AC is 7.
So you're good. That cantrip does not hit you. And then from there, Demibird, it's your turn.
Well, I still can't see anything to shoot.
Can't see anything to shoot.
Just gonna move away, I guess.
All right.
I think I can do anything, so yeah.
Core, it's your turn.
I was gonna try to shoot at Night Moon.
All right, I'm gonna.
Have advantage. Still gonna shoot.
Lordy. I'll cast Thunder Wave again. So I'll hit both of them. Any of them roll Constitution saves?
All right. The red one saves with a spectacular fashion, but the blue one rolled a 9. Does not save against it.
Alright, so the one that fails takes the full amount, which is a whopping 6, and he gets pushed 10 feet. The one that passed takes half and is not pushed.
Alright, the blue one collapses in a pile of dust, and that disappears. The red one is going to...
I'm sorry.
The red one is going to roll a check to see if that sphere is still up. And that is a pass.
Bonus action, I'll have my turret shoot the red one.
The turret won't be able to physically see through that sphere.
Alright, okay. Our turn is over.
Roctathon, it's your turn.
I looked into the black, hungering void ahead of me, and I threw a javelin. I'm going to toss a javelin in the general direction of this guy.
Gonna have to roll a percentile to see if you're throwing it at one of three locations. It's gonna be 33, 66, 99%. So that javelin lands here.
Okay. I reach for another javelin and
Yep. And then from there, it is Bran's turn.
I will do something spectacularly different that I've never done before. I will use Cure Wound
Wow.
and heal myself for 6 seconds.
Sounds good.
And because I can't see through that, that's gonna be it for me.
All right. The red one is going to go, and it's going to use Arms of Hadar on you, Core. Need you to roll a strength saving throw for me. Is it lagging again, Core?
Yeah. All right, I'm back. Okay, there we go. Okay. Jesus. I'm gonna shoot the guy with fire.
Oh, it's the guy's turn. I need you to roll a strength. I'm gonna assume that's your strength saving throw then.
No, don't. Oh yeah, there's a 10, so it'll be a 9. I got a -1.
All right, you're gonna take 7 more points of necrotic damage.
You got it.
And then from there, Core, it is. I'm sorry, Demi Bird. It's your turn from there.
Still can't actually see anything, so yeah. Not doing anything, I guess.
All right,
Sorry.
Core, it's your turn. Now, Core, if you want to do that, you absolutely can.
Okay. $24.
That's going to be a hit.
All right.
Oh,
6
man.
fire damage.
It collapses to the ground, dead. And that sphere disappears. What would you like to do from here?
Hey, Bran. I thought you said you were out of spell slot.
It seemed to be an emergency, so I drank the potion that we found earlier that restored them.
Oh, good. Don't blow through all that too soon. I don't know what we're gonna face. Be sure to make it count.
I think I will spend most of it on healing to make sure that we stay alive. Because if I save up my spell slots for anything other than that, I won't be able to use them when we're dead.
Rockothon's gonna pick up the javelin on the floor.
All right.
I guess we're going this way.
I'm gonna give Demi Bird a sip from my water skin, which will heal her.
All right, Demibird, if you accept that sip, you'll be healed to full. And if there was any spell slots that you previously had, you now have them back.
Ooh, thank you.
Roctathon, are you moving back? Because there's no visible light where you're physically standing.
Yeah, I'll follow on the edge of Core's lights.
All right.
Oh, guys, I think there might be something valuable in these chests, barrels, and things, crates and barrels.
I will cast light on my shield, so I shed bright light in 20 feet and dim light for another 20 feet range.
Okay.
Can you also do that to my shield?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna proceed to go up again this way.
Are we checking these barrels?
Yeah, I think there's something in them, but I need
Go ahead and check 'em.
maybe a big something to smash them open with.
I will rip them open with my bare hand.
Okay.
And Rockothon goes to rip something open with it.
Just need a strength check from you. You easily open up the boxes and you notice that there are trace amounts of red crystal that are at the bottom of the boxes. Otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anything but air inside of the boxes.
Take a look at this. There were those red crystals.
Did we open all of them with this, or can we open others after that?
Just to speed up the process of not having to roll 20 times, I'm assuming that you opened up all of them with that roll.
Is there something different in barrels and crates, or
The barrels
every,
themselves,
container
the barrels themselves seem to have held maybe water or something of some kind, but otherwise now they just hold some remnants of the red crystal at the bottom of the barrels. You recognize the red crystal from before.
Spear wounds again.
Okay. You're gonna heal yourself for 8.
we should?
It's pretty huge, guys. All right. All right. Demibird, are you following them? What are you deciding to do?
Oh, yeah. I can send my bat up ahead. Oh yeah, let's see what's on that.
And let me just do that.
Did we check these skeleton bodies?
I don't think we.
I'll do a perception check on this body next to me, the blue.
Okay. You notice a ring on one of the bodies. Otherwise, the other body just seems to have been using its claws and didn't have anything on it.
Ooh, I'll grab the ring.
All right.
I guess we probably won't have time to look at it now. How long does it take to do like Arcana checks and whatever to see what items?
Even with an Arcana check, it
Available.
doesn't identify the item. You'd have to take a short rest, or you'd have to cast a spell to identify it.
Okay. Well, I'll just write down that I've got a ring. We can look at the lid.
Okay.
Roctothon's going to ready himself in case something comes down from the.
Core, inside of the room that you're peering into, it looks like a mimicked room of what you've seen before with the bodies with the seals, except there doesn't seem to be any bodies here. You see the seals and you see the pedestals, but you don't see the bodies.
Maybe that was the two skeletons we just fought. The seal's still intact and like glowing.
They don't seem to be intact, no.
I'm gonna put feet forward.
And there's an opening to your right.
I guess I'll go.
You don't have the light, so it would have to be Core.
Bran lit up my shield.
Oh, I apologize. There you go. Yeah, I'm literally relying on you guys right now. Slow or fast you want to go is up to you.
Same.
You come across what looks to be some mummified enemies that do not look happy that they were spotted. And they look very mad. Roll for initiative for me.
Six. Oh no, 5.
minus 16. Well, that's... it's blue. Bran, it is your turn.
Back into the grave with you. And I hit it with my special mates. 17 to hit.
Definitely takes a hit.
Six bludgeoning and 1 necrotic damage.
All right. The necrotic damage doesn't seem to take any effect at all to it, but you do still take 1 necrotic damage.
At least it was only 1. And I will end my turn.
From there, it is the one in front of you's turn. It is very mad that you attacked it. It is going to attack you. The first thing it's going to do is attempt to swing its rotting fist at you. And that's going to be a miss. Then it's going to try to do its dreadful glare at you. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. You succeed, and it feels like this glare is not going to worry you anymore, at least for now. From there, Roctathon, it's your turn.
I was next with the fight.
That's what I have. Yeah, Roctathon, Demibird, Core.
Oh yeah, everyone else rolled really well. Can I stand in this space?
No. That's not going to be an easy way to stand.
I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to toss a javelin at the red guy.
Sounds good. You will definitely have line of sight. These are not high enough that there are any issues in that.
That was close, but it's a 14.
That's a hit.
Point.
Sounds good. Demibird, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move and try and shoot at the blue one.
All right. That's going to hit.
Do they count as undead?
They do. I thought the mummy thing gave it away, but...
Well, yeah, but I just wanted to check.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. It takes 19 total. It is not happy with you. Core, it's your turn.
All right. Bonus action, send this in, and I'll shoot the blue one.
Sounds good. That's going to be a hit.
And it pushes him back 5 feet away.
Was not happy with that either.
Step up. I'm going to shoot it for try.
All right.
16, you get it?
Yes.
Uh, 10 fire.
All right.
That turns over. Actually, no, I'm going to move out of the way. There you go. I'm done.
The red one is going to go up to Roctathon. It's going to try to attack you with its rotting fist first. I don't think it's going to do it. And then from there, it's going to try to do its dreadful glare on you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
That is the third.
You don't seem to be affected by the dreadful glare, and you feel like you're not going to be affected by it for a while. You're not worried about it. It doesn't bother you.
I'll show you a glow.
And then, Bran, it's your turn.
I will move over here and hit the red one with my regular piece.
All right.
To hit.
That'll be a hit.
For 7 bludgeoning damage.
It's going to take 7.
I will end my turn.
The bludgeoning damage seemed to do less damage than you would have thought it would. From there, the blue one is actually going to shift down and is going to flank you and attack you. With its...
I forgot I could do that too.
Yeah, it's going to attack you with its rotting fist. Does a 17 hit?
No, it does not.
All right. And that's going to try one more time. There you go. 17, 17, 17. Luckily, your AC is high enough. From there, Roctathon, it's your turn.
15 wouldn't have hit me for like the last 3 or 4 sessions.
That's fair.
I poke the red guy with the javelin.
It's going to be a hit.
21 to hit.
Yep.
It's 10 poking damage.
Seems to take less damage than you originally would think from the poke. Demibird, it's your turn.
Can I see from there through the door? 20 of them.
Absolutely not. Where the
Where
door
do
is,
I need to move?
you would have to be.
Here? Can I see?
Yeah,
the
from
one
there,
looking
from there you could see. Should be able to see at least the one of them.
there? Okay, I'll fire at the red one.
You would be able to see the blue one.
Not the red one? Okay, sure. Blue one then.
And that will definitely hit the blue one. The blue one crumbles into dust.
Nice.
Yay, not gonna be flanked anymore.
And then from there, Core, it's your turn.
Bonus action to tackle red.
Yes. That's a hit.
Move it 5 feet if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Walk into the room. Let's see. I was 1, 2, 3, 4,
Going to
5.
dash.
Alright, I'll have this. Alright, hold on. I'll have that move out so I can step in. Can I see it from here?
No, you cannot. You'd have to be at least there, or where you're standing to be able to see it. So either one of those two spots.
Alright, blasting.
All right. Gets hit.
8 fire.
Does not like those fire attacks. Every time it's been hit with fire, it's been very, very mad that it's been hit with fire. From there, the mummy is going to go and it's going to try to do an all-out desperation attack against Roctathon. $14 will not hit. It's going to try to hit you one last time with its rotting fist. 15 will not hit. From there, Brand, it's your turn.
I will use Sacred Flame. And it has to do a dexterity saving throw.
It fails.
And it takes 4 radiant damage. That's
Alright.
my turn.
Next is Roctathon. Oh boy.
Ooh. That's 8 points. Yay!
That's gonna take less because it's a regular hit, not a magical item. From
That's
from there, Demi Bird, it's your turn.
Can I see the red one from here?
No, where Core is standing, or inside of the room is where you can stand in order to see the red one.
I'm confused with the squares and the layout of this room. Can I stand there?
So
that
you
gonna-
won't be able to stand there because you'd be physically against the wall. You wouldn't be able to be able to squeeze your space into there and be able to shoot effectively into there. Basically, Core takes up most of the space in this doorway.
Oh, hang on, I'm going to provoke opportunity attacks on it for him. No, if I go there, I'm going to shoot at disadvantage. I don't know. Can I move into same space Core is, shoot and move back?
No, not easily. You're going to roll at disadvantage because of the fact that you're occupying the same space as him. I'm just trying to be reasonable. If you draw a line from the space that you were
Yeah.
talking about, you run into a wall. So,
Because I can't really stand next to it and shoot point blank range. That also gives me disadvantage.
yeah.
And if I run past it, I'll go opportunity attack. Disengage, I have to have actually been in melee. I can't.
That's correct.
Yeah, so I can't use disengage to run past. Well, I guess I'll take the disadvantage from shooting where core is and then move back.
Okay.
Nope.
That is going to be a miss. Core, it is your turn.
I'm gonna shoot it.
It's going to be a hit.
Seconded.
Nine. I'm gonna move up.
With that hit, it crumbles into dust.
All right. That will stay out of the room.
There you go.
And with that said, I have to dip 15 minutes early because my wife needs me with the sun. So I gotta leave 15 minutes early. I apologize.
Well, we can stop here tonight, just because there is a lot more dungeon to be had. Just keep in mind that you are not taking a long rest or a short rest between this session, like is normal. So make sure that you keep jotted down exactly what you have used, what you didn't use, so on and so forth. Other than that, I'm not going to allot you your experience until we're completely done, because you can use that experience during a short or long rest. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you had a lot of fun today. I'm keeping track of everything. This is a pretty dangerous dungeon. I'm glad you guys are getting through it in one piece, but we'll see what happens. On the contrary, after everything. We're going to cut the stream here today. I hope that everybody had fun in the audience, going ahead and chatting away. Thank you very much, and we'll be talking at a game afterwards. If you do want to support at all the cast, or if you want to help them with their roles in the future, you can absolutely do so by going ahead and doing any donations. All the information is at the bottom. Otherwise, have fun, and we'll